guys, and welcome back to my podcast where we talk about all things weight loss. On this specific episode, I have Leslie. She goes by halfoflesliee on Instagram. I'll put her info right here. She actually got the bypass, and not the sleeve. I thought she got the sleeve, but she got the gastric bypass a year ago. So I don't know what happened. So let's just take this time to share a picture of Leslie and her amazing transformation. Anyway, she is 179 pounds down. We talk about so many awesome things. We talk about the fear that we have now, maybe, being 1 year post-op. She just hit 1 year post-op. I am 13 months post-op. So now it's like maintenance. We talk about the pouch reset and how that has helped us change our mind. Eating more now at 13 months post-op and 12 months post-op, and how we're figuring all of that out. How people talk about it being the easy way out, and in reality, it's not. So again, you guys, if you have not downloaded the Anchor app, you are able to download the Anchor app and look me up at Body, Mind, and Soul _VSG, where you can listen to it in a podcast form, or you can listen to it here on YouTube. Watch it here on YouTube. But again, you guys, thank you guys so much. And if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, well, I'm excited. I know you're nervous. Don't be nervous.
I am a little bit.
I want to say congrats on your 1 year.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Happy. It's been a
mission,
hard, exciting year.
Yeah. It was yesterday, right?
The 27th.
Okay.
So last Thursday.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's like,
I know.
It goes by so fast because today is my 13 months. So we're like,
yeah.
Yeah. I just realized that it's so funny. After the year mark, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. It's September 1st, and I got it on August 1st last year. So it's 13 months. I think for me, since like 10 months, nothing has happened. So it's kind of been like,
yeah.
That's
how I was. It was so weird because like this whole time I would tell my boyfriend, like, I want to hit Wonderland before I get to my year, and I want to do it. And I was just so focused on it, and it didn't happen. I was like 2 pounds away. I was like, whatever. Literally the next day I hit Wonderland.
Really?
Wow, I couldn't do it on my surgery. It had to be the day after.
Oh my gosh. I know. Isn't it crazy how we get so caught up in like a number? Like it's like, nope, I need to see that one.
Yeah.
I know. So first I just want to tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever you want to share. Like I know when you got surgery, but where and whatever you want to show.
I had surgery at St. Bernardine's Hospital in San Bernardino through Western Bariatrics. I don't know if you heard of them, because I know you around here. I don't know. Well, yeah, in San Bernardino, I did it a year ago. I went through the process. It was like 2-year process because every time I would go back, like for my checkups, they would be like, oh, you need to lose this much more. And oh, you need to lose this much more. I ended up losing almost 75 pounds before they actually like approved me to get the surgery, and they scheduled me. And I was like,
really?
So much. Like, why are you guys just doing, like, I just do the surgery already.
Yeah.
Then after they're like, oh, because your fatty liver, like it had to be at a certain percentage for it to be safe for your surgery. And I was like, okay, I get it. But I was like, it's just a runaround. Like they just keep going and going and going, like 2 years. I was like, I could have been skinny 2 years ago.
It's just so different for everyone. Was yours done with like through your insurance, or was it like on your own?
Through my insurance.
Yeah, see, it's like I talked to so many people, and like with me, it took me 10 months to get like to actually get my surgery. And then, people that go to Mexico, it's like can be like a month.
Yes, because I looked into that too. I looked into going to Mexico, and they're like, oh, just 2 weeks, you'll be on liquids, and then you can come and do your surgery. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, that's super fast. Like,
And I've heard both good and bad experiences with Mexico. Some of them, like I had a girl on my channel that she got all the info she needed. She was good to go. And then I got someone else that got no info and literally was told, like, when she woke up, she was thirsty and, like, got a drink with a straw and started drinking out of the straw. Yeah. As soon as she was like, wait, why does my stomach hurt or whatever? And like, no straws. As you're waking up, like, seriously, So I feel like it's just, we can have a bad experience here just because we're in the U.S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
I know.
But that's crazy. So 2 years it took you.
2 years. And I was like losing hope. I was like, I'm not going to do the surgery. They're going to be like, no, you already lost enough. You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then finally one day, I think I went, it was like March. 2019. I went to one of my appointments and I lost 10 pounds in those 2 weeks of like the appointments I had.
Yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, you're ready. We're just gonna need the approval from your insurance, and once they give us that, we're gonna schedule you. And I was like, okay. But he was so backed up like with surgeries that they were like the next appointment's until August. And I was like, well, I've been waiting already so long, just book me for it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll put you in the waiting list for August, and if we get an available date, we'll let you know. So I was like, okay. So it was just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then finally, like the second week of August, they called me and they're like, oh, you need to come in so you can do all your blood work for your to be able to schedule your surgery. And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, they're gonna go another month and I'm not gonna get it. So I went, I do my my blood work and everything. They're like, you'll get the results in 2 days and we'll call you back. So I'm like, okay. So they call me back in 2 days and they told me, they're like, okay, you're scheduled for August 27th. You need to be at the hospital at 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, oh my God.
I know. And then it starts getting real, huh?
Yes.
I know. It's so, and then you're a year later. Like,
I know.
And that's what I tell people, because people are like, oh my gosh, like I'm waiting this long. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I waited and it sucked. And then you're a year after and you're like, how did the time just go by so fast? You know, I know how, like, it's horrible having to wait because you just want to be healthy. You want to lose weight. And yeah, because I didn't lose weight. I know you said you lost 75 pounds. I didn't lose any weight in my, I lost like 14 pounds or something, but that was like a month before, because my doctor was like, if you gain any weight, if you come and you weigh more than your initial weight, you're canceled.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh crap, you know.
That's what they told me too.
Yeah. Even though for like my 6 month classes, and like I said it before, I think I ate more than I ever have. And I think it was because I was so nervous and so scared that I wasn't going to be able to eat, right? That was like my whole life, that I was like, I was eating so much. I would go to my like weight loss class or whatever, and then I would go eat like a pig after. Like,
yes, me too.
Yeah.
Because every time I would weigh they would weigh me on my check-ins, and I would gain, I'd be like, I'm on my period. And they're like, you don't gain pounds on your period. And
I
I'm
know.
like, apparently I do, but like, I would eat before my class.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing to say that, honestly, and I did it every time. Like, it was did you have classes every week, or how were yours?
I had them every 2 weeks. We had weigh-ins, and then every month it was like a bridge program. Like, you would go and sit with like people, and then like the surgeons and like the nurses and stuff.
Yeah, mine was once a week, and it was like a 2-hour class once a week. And they were strict, man. They were strict on attendance, because they were like, if you miss, I think it was like 3. If you missed 3, they would drop you and you would have to restart. And I was like, oh my God. And a lot of people got dropped.
Yeah. Well, I had to pay out of pocket for the classes because because my insurance, like I had gone through so many programs before actually having the surgery. Like I went through Weight Watchers. I did like the gym. I think they paid for my gym membership for like a year. And I would lose like 10 pounds and then I would stop. Like I wouldn't do it anymore. So my insurance was like, the only way we're going to go through with the surgery is if you do the bridge program, depending on how much they think you need. It could be 3 months or 6 months, depending on your BMI. And you're going to pay out of pocket for that, for those classes. And if we see that you actually lose the weight, then we'll let you take the surgery for free. And if not, you're going to have to pay out of pocket. So I was like, okay, fuck, like I have to put the work in then.
Yeah.
So go to the classes because I was paying out of pocket for those.
Like you had to, like, you're like, I have to take it serious. I know. And it's like we have to be scared, because someone asked me like, what's the difference, right? Like after you get the surgery, I mean, I think in the beginning, and I don't know if it was for you, but in the beginning, like I was so strict. And I think with me, I was terrified. I was terrified to get sick. I was terrified to get dumping syndrome. Yeah. Now that I'm, 13 months post-op, I can eat a lot more. And I get mad at myself because I've been like experimenting more. Like I've had hot Cheetos, I've had regular pizza, I've had, things like that, and they don't make me sick. And I can eat a lot more. So now it's just like trying to tell myself, like, you can't do that. You're going to gain your weight back. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
That's the thing too. Like how you said, like you were like scared to get sick. That's how I was. Like the first, I don't know, like maybe 4 or 5 months, I was so strict on what I would eat. And I would eat so little, like I would not let myself, even if I knew I could eat more than like 2 ounces, I would not let myself. And I would have friends telling me like, I can eat 4 ounces. How come you're full already? And I'm like, I'm not full, but like, I'm not going to eat anymore because I feel like if I eat, I'm in. So I was scared. Like I would not eat, like I would want to eat like junk food and stuff, and I wouldn't do it. And then finally, when I was like 4 months for my birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just eat whatever I want. It's fine. I noticed I didn't get sick, but I ate like very small. Yeah. little by little, I started eating, like, I ate like one hot Cheeto, or I ate like one slice of pizza, or I ate a little bit of the crust. And I started noticing, like, it's not how they tell you, like, oh, you're gonna get dumping from eating one piece of chocolate. You're gonna get dumping.
And it's
And I'm like,
crazy
they
because some
lie.
people, but there's some people that do. Like
Yeah.
I've talked to people that have gotten really sick off of something really simple, and like I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't, you know. And like I say it, like, is it a curse or a blessing? Because sometimes I honestly, like, I remember the first time having pizza. In my head, I kind of was like, please make me sick, because pizza, it like was and is my food. Like, I love pizza. And I've said this before, the one food that I have not tried again, which I was obsessed with, was McDonald's. McDonald's was like, dude, I ate it all the time, and I have not gone back, because even like for anything, like, I know there's things I can eat there, you know, I know they have a salad, I know they have different things, but for me, I was like, because I would eat it so much, and I feel like, I'm pretty sure I can eat fries from there and not get sick. I'm pretty sure I can eat a burger from there and not get sick. But do I want to open up that window? No. You know?
Yeah, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not worth it at all.
It's not worth it, because that's what I did. I did that with hot Cheetos. Like, I started little, and then I ended up I could eat a whole bag, like the $1.60 or whatever a bag. I could eat the whole thing and be fine.
Yeah.
But I would feel guilty afterwards, like, oh my God, I can't believe I went back to that. Like, I ate a whole bag. And even though it's not as bad, like, it's not like I'm doing it every day, I do still feel the guilt, like, from eating it. And I'm like, I don't put myself through that, you know?
Yeah, I do that too, because for me, it's snacking. Like, I can snack all day long, but I was telling my husband yesterday, like, when I actually sit down and eat a meal, I feel the restriction, like 100%. But if I was to snack all day, like, if I was to buy the big bag of hot Cheetos and I snacked all day, I could finish it. Yeah. I probably could. You know, I would feel crappy probably, but I could probably do it. So it's just things like that, because I get messages all the time like, wait, so you literally can't physically eat, right? And I'm like, no, I can eat, you know? So like, people think that you literally can't eat. Yeah, in the beginning, your stomach, it's way more restricted. Like, how was it for you? Like, did you feel like, because I still feel it, like, I feel that whole like sitting on my chest if I eat too much, whatever, but in the beginning it was extreme.
It was, I could literally, like, when you first get your surgery, you have like that diet you have to go through.
Yeah.
I didn't even drink like 1 ounce. 1 ounce. Like, I would do like a little sip and I would feel like, oh my God, I can't anymore.
Yes.
So my doctor told me, like, the first 2 weeks you're going to be on liquids, protein shakes, and then week 3 and 4 you'll be on soft foods. I did not do soft food or pureed food until I was like 7 weeks. I couldn't, like, I just could not. I felt like as soon as I put something down my throat, like, I felt like full, and I was like, oh my God, is this gonna be my whole life? Like, I was so scared. I was like, did I do a mistake having surgery? Like,
it's scary. Yeah, because that's
that I am like, now at a year, like, I could eat more, but even like, I don't know if you've seen like my meal preps, I still can't finish all of it. Like, if I feel satisfied, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to overdo it. Like, if my body feels satisfied, I'm not going to keep eating, even though I still have more chicken, or even if I have more lettuce, I'm not going to eat it anymore. So
that's because you're using like the skills that you learned in the year. It's now, because people think like, oh, you get the surgery and that's it. I'm like, no, I'm like, it's so much more than that. You're meal prepping chicken. We're eating all the healthy stuff. And I don't know, how do you answer it? Because with me, sometimes I kind of like, it's kind of hard for me. Like, in the beginning, I mean, before surgery, right, we would eat really bad. Now, why is it different now? Like, why do you think right now, we choose to eat chicken instead of, I don't know, pizza? Like, what do you think?
I think because we're more mindful of what we're putting in our bodies. Like, we think about all the hard work we had to put in to get to where we are. Like, I don't know if that happens to you, but every time I eat something bad, like if I'll have like pizza, or if I'll have like, I'll go out to eat and I get, I don't know, chicken tenders. I'm like, I'm just going to eat one. And I know one is not going to be bad, but it's also not going to be great. But I'm not going to overdo it, because I, in my mind, feel like if I eat more than I know I'm supposed to, I'm going to gain my weight back. And it's not a healthy way to think, but it does help me stay, like, you know, on track to where I want to go.
No, I think that too. And like, that's why, like, even like social media, man, there's so many people that I follow that like, I want to eat something and then I go on and I'm like, you know what I mean? And it's just like everything, like all the posts everyone does and everything, that's what keeps me motivated. It really does, because it's so, I've learned now that I'm further out, I feel like it's so easy to go backwards. It really is. You know, I feel like now that I hit the year mark, I feel like it's a whole new game. Like it's a whole new thing. Like I'm not losing any more weight. And I keep going back and forth on if I want to or not. I do have a lot of loose skin that probably weighs, I don't know, it's like my stomach. Probably weighs at least 10, 15 pounds, you know? And like I'm 160. I said that my goal was 145. But it's like, it's so weird because I look at myself and I don't see that I'm like skinny, but then like people that I know and stuff, they're like, don't lose any more weight. And I'm like, all right, you know, because they saw me at 304 pounds, like I was humongous. And with me, like what I always say is like, if I go to a grocery store and someone sees me that doesn't know me, they're not going to be like, oh, she's too skinny, she needs to eat. They're not going to say that because I look normal, you know? But to like my family members or my friends or whatever, it's extreme, especially someone that you don't see for a whole year, dude. It's like, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Like when we, when the whole like pandemic hit or whatever, we went on like virtual work, right? Like I wasn't going to work. I think it was like 4 months.
Oh my gosh,
4 months. When I went back to work, they were like, are you new here? And I'm just like, no. Me, and they're like, oh my god, you look so different. I'm like, it was 4 months, like seriously.
You work with kids, right?
Yeah
So
I work with preschool kids.
Have you seen, okay, so like did your kids react a different way, or are you back at work now, you said?
We're back, but no, the kids, I feel like they didn't really, I mean, if they noticed, they didn't say anything, but parents did. When they saw me, they were like, oh my god, Miss Leslie, like you're so skinny, what did you do? And I'm just like, I had surgery a year ago.
But it's like extreme because like with me, I lost my first 100. I mean, I lost weight pretty fast, dude. I lost my first 100 pounds by like 6 months. And it was 100 pounds, but for some reason, I feel like the last 40 pounds has been more extreme for me because I feel like, I don't know, like when I lost 100 pounds, people noticed and stuff, but then now it's more extreme. You know what I mean? And even like in my clothes and stuff, I haven't lost weight in 3 months. I've been at the same weight, but like I went from like an 8 to a 6 in my jeans, and I was like, wait, what? Because I haven't lost a pound, you know? But it's things like that, and it's just, I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Know. It really is. And that's like another thing, one of the doctors that I talked to, she's like, some months you're not going to lose any pounds, and that's okay. She said, but make sure you measure yourself. And I'm like, that's not the same thing though. I'm like, I want to see the pounds going down on the scale. Because like your head, you know, like it really, like it messes with you. You don't see the like the weight going down, but I know your body's changing. Obviously, like you can be smaller and still weigh a certain amount.
For sure.
Okay, I guess I do have to measure myself once a month.
Yeah. How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
5'7".
5'7". So do you want to lose more weight, or are you? Yeah,
my goal, well, my doctor told me that his goal for me was 180.
Okay.
Me personally, I want to be 185. I think because with all my loose skin, like I feel like it would be okay. But sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, maybe I should go to like 180. Like, I don't know. But for now, it's 185.
Yeah. It's like going back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
Me all the time, because I'm like, I'm 160. I haven't lost more. And I'm still eating good and stuff, but my body's just not losing weight. And I think it's like, I feel like my body's comfy where it's at. Like, it's kind of like, all right, you know? And I remember my doctor saying that. It's like, your body's going to kind of know when to stop, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm 5'4", and I remember when I first went, I asked him, like, how tall am I supposed to be? And he was like, I don't know. I mean, how much weight, like, should I be or whatever? And he was like, honestly, I don't like to go by this, like, the little, you know, that little,
the chart.
Yeah, the chart. And I was like, why? And then, like, he went and got up and got it. And he was like, you want to weigh 120? And I was like, oh, no. And he's like, well, 5'4", it shows that you should be 120 to 125 or something like that. And I was like, Like, I could never be that. I mean, I probably could, but, like, I wouldn't want to. And I wouldn't feel like, there's even days now, like, where I take a picture and I smile. And, like, I feel like I got super wrinkled, you know? And my face just looks different. And I think of myself, like, losing if I lost another 20 pounds, I think it would be too much, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But then
I think you get to a point where you like what you see, you know, like, and you like, because that's kind of how I feel. Like, I look at myself, I mean, it depends on the day, because there's days where I'm like, girl, you need to lose more weight. But there's days where I look at myself and I'm like, I feel like I'm good now. Like, I feel good, I look good. But then I like it just goes by the day. Like some days I'm just like, no, you need to work out today. You need to not eat this. You
Yep.
need to do a, whatever, go on liquids to lose more weight. But then other days I'm like, no, I feel fine. So it just goes like it's up and
down. It's hard, and I feel like it's always gonna be like that. Like, I don't know if you saw when I did the dude, my memory. I've been like on the computer all day, so my brain's like fried. But the 10-day, the liquid, the 10-day, whatever it's called. I did that.
The pouch reset.
Yes,
right?
the reset. There you go. That was not coming to my mind. And I did it, and I lost the weight, and that's actually what got me to 160. So I was stuck. I was at 172 for like a couple weeks, and I was like, I need to go down, and then I got down to 160, and ever since I finished that, that's when I stopped losing weight. Like that's where it got me to that, which I was good about, But then the other day I was like, actually right before I hit my 12 months, like I was like 11 months, I was like, I need to lose 10 more pounds. Like, let me do it again. And I started it. I did like 3 days or 4 days. And I was like, what am I doing? I'm like, yes, it works. And I do recommend it. I'm not going to say I don't, because it worked for me and I didn't gain the weight back, because people think you do it and you gain your weight back. I mean, it can happen. I'm not saying it's not gonna, but for me, it didn't. But I was like, I can't keep doing that every other month when I feel that I'm not dropping weight. Like, I don't feel like that's healthy for my mind,
I know. The nutritionist that I talked to, she told me, she's like, if you're going to do a reset, try to do either 3 months to 6 months. She's like, don't do it every other week. She's like, because that's not healthy for you. And I was like, okay. But the thing she told me too, she's like, keep in mind, she's like, a lot of people will do it and they will lose weight, but they'll gain it because once they're done, they want to start eating again. Like, oh, I already lost 10 pounds or whatever. Let me start eating again. She's like, you have to stay on track of what you're eating. So that's what I've been doing. Like once I finished the last reset that I did, I just focus on doing like day 9 and 10. You know how it's like, it shows you like the meals you have to do. I've been doing that. Like I've been trying to just like change it up a little bit, but like going based off of that. And I think that's really helping me.
Yeah. So you did the reset. How many days did you do?
I did 10 days.
Okay. And how much did you lose?
I think I lost 11 pounds. Yeah. Exactly 11 pounds, I think.
And it does help, man. It really helped me. I think at that point I was kind of getting to like snacking more and stuff. And it did help me kind of like get out of that and be like, wake up. You know what I mean? Like stop doing that. So it did help me. And like I said, I would recommend it, but that's good to know. Every 3 to 6 months, I feel like that's healthy because
I told her, I was like, I don't have a problem with eating, like with stopping myself from eating food. But the problem is like how you said, the snacking, like I can snack all day long. And it's so funny because I saw a post the other day too that said, when you eat chicken and asparagus and you're like, oh, the restriction is real. And then you have a whole bag of chips or whatever, and you can keep eating. And that's how I can snack forever.
That's me.
And why I do the resets is so that my mind can go back to like, no, like you can do, like your body doesn't need all that food. Like it doesn't need all those snacks. Like you can survive off of what you're eating, That's how I do it. I told a lot of people, like, it's not to lose the weight. Like I'm not doing resets to lose the weight. I'm doing it to help my mind go back to when I first started doing, with the surgery stuff, because it really does, like your mind changes too, like after a while. Like you start going back like little by little to your old ways, and we don't want to do that, obviously, all the hard work.
And with me, it was like the water, and like this half-gallon thing right here is helping me out because I have like a lot of Starbucks cups and stuff, and like I wouldn't fill it up again, or I don't know, I just wasn't like, I was drinking enough water, but not really. Like I'm trying to do at least a gallon a day and that makes me feel full. Like, because when I'm up with my water, I'm not like, I know that I can't snack. You know what I mean? So it does really help. But I mean, I have weeks where I do amazing, and then I have other weeks where and it's just trying to stay motivated now, because now I'm not seeing that number drop like before, where it was like 5 pounds every week. Like, I hate to say this because I feel like I sound like, oh, you're annoying, but literally people ask me like, did you stall? I did not stall until I hit 160. Like I lost weight every week. So for me, I was seeing every time I would go on that scale, it was a pound, 2 pounds. I think there was one time I saw 0, but it really motivated me. And I don't like to say that because there's people that stall all the time, and it's like, you'll be on a stall for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever. And they get so discouraged, and then they message me and they're like, what did you do on the stall? And then I'm like, like, I don't know how to respond because like I never experienced that because I feel like I would have got super frustrated because that's how I am.
I stalled a lot. Like I think my first stall when I was like 3 months maybe.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? Like, am I going to gain my weight back? So, but I noticed though, like, I'm very, like, I stick to the same food every day, every week. I could go eating the same things for a whole month.
Okay.
Noticed when I was doing that, like, just eating the same, like, on a routine with my food and everything and on a schedule, I wouldn't lose, like, after certain weeks of going with it. So I started switching it up. Like, I try to do every week, like, do something different. And I noticed helped a lot because I try to go obviously meal prepping, but still focusing on the same protein and the same ounces of food. But just like
how much protein do you eat now?
So right now with the meal prep that I'm doing, I'm trying to do at least 100 grams. But that's 2 shakes because I still don't eat that much food. Yeah. So with the 2 shakes, that's a 60 grams of protein plus 40 from food and snacks. Yeah. Try to keep it at 100, and usually I do pretty good with it. Like and obviously like I probably don't even reach the 100 because I don't eat everything that I like prep myself, but most days like I think I do reach like a little over 90.
Has your doctor said, I don't remember who I talked to, but has your doctor ever told you about like too much protein?
Not yet, but I know he said that sometimes your body will start using it and gaining because like it'll be too much and you could start gaining. But he's like, once that happens, then we'll figure out like your nutrition. But for now, just keep doing what's working for you.
So do you still see your doctor or do you see a nutritionist?
Yeah, I actually need to schedule an appointment for my 1 year.
See, that's awesome because like with me, I actually stopped seeing my doctor at 6 months. Like that was the last one. That's what was covered with my insurance. And I thought, why am I going to pay? Because they're so short. They were like 5 minutes. Yeah. Because, oh, you're doing amazing. Awesome. This, you know, whatever. Like, you have any questions? No. Okay, thank you. Bye. And I was like, I'm not going to. And then it was in San Diego. So it's like an hour for me. So I was like, why am I going to go do that? I know he's going to tell me the end, you know? But now I have a different insurance, and I'm thinking of actually making an appointment with the nutritionist because the nutritionist that I had she wasn't really helpful to me. It was kind of like, I already kind of knew what she said, you know? So now I feel like I do want to see a different one and kind of just help me get back on track, you know? Like, not that I'm not on track, but still like understanding more of like carbs and all of that. Because honestly, people ask me like, do you look at the calories? Do you look at the carbs? And I don't. I really don't. And I don't even know, like, I'm sure I can Google it. I'm sure I can watch a video on it or whatever, but I don't really focus on that stuff. You know, I'm more aware of like, is this good for me or not type of thing. And then like not eating 2 protein bars in a day or whatever, because I know they're high in calories, but it's more like I'm more mindful and I don't really track, which I think I need to now. But like shakes, like my Premier, I can have, 2 a day. I have 3 and I'm like, dude, I need to, like, I can't have 3 shakes, you know?
Like, I need to eat.
Yeah. But do you have them as snacks too? Or do you always consider it a meal?
I was doing them as meals and I was only eating snacks like through the day. So I would do 3 a day. I would do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But my doctor was like, no, like, I need you to eat food.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not going to lose any weight because your body needs food to break it down and to be able to lose weight. So I was like, I don't want to eat though. I was like, in my mind, I think if I eat, I'm going to gain weight. So she gave me like this whole diet that I had to follow. And I was just like, the first week I did it, I gained like 2 pounds. And I was like, I'm not going to eat it.
You're like, no, yeah.
I was like, I'm not trying to gain weight. So I told her and she's like, okay, she's like, you can do breakfast, do a protein shake. She's like, and if by the time your dinner, like it's time for dinner, if you don't want to eat, you could do another protein shake. But throughout the day, I want you to follow the diet. And I was like, okay. So she told me just 2 a day. Unless I want to eat food for dinner, then I don't do the last one. But I honestly rather do my shake with my coffee. Like
I love it. Me too. I love it. I know.
And I have like 3 Starbucks on my way home from work. So I'm just like, I'll just get Starbucks.
Yes. That's me, man. It's so good. And it's like so easy. And when I eat, like I eat and I feel so like, I mean, I know when to stop, but I just feel heavy. And like when I have my Premier with my coffee, I don't feel that. Like I feel full, like I feel content. You know what I mean?
You're satisfied, but you don't feel
I'm like, I know I need to eat more. It's like, I don't know. You feel me because I know that I see you posting with your coffee and stuff, and then other people are like, you drink that much coffee, and I'm like, I know.
Yeah, well, I asked because I know when like when I went to the classes, they were like, you can't have more than 4 ounces a day, and I'm just like, like I was like addicted to coffee. Like I've always, that's my thing. So then when I had the surgery, I asked my doctor, I was like, can I not have caffeine? And he's like, if it's gonna help you get your liquids in, you go for it. Like just try to not.
Doctors are so different.
Yeah, he's like, if you're gonna drink coffee, you need to drink water because that's gonna dehydrate you if that's all you're drinking. And I was like, okay. So I do drink a lot of water through my day. Like I think about like 96 ounces a day or more.
That's good, yeah.
So I'm really good because I'm moving all day long at work with my kids. So it's like it's it's easy for me to drink my water.
Especially right now because it's so hot. Have you seen the weather for this week?
It's gonna be hot.
Extreme.
I know.
I know you guys are pretty similar to us. Like mine shows this weekend it was like 100. It's supposed to be like 109 or something.
Yeah, I think that tomorrow it's gonna be super hot. Let me see.
Yeah, I was looking at it today and I was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, see, tomorrow's gonna be 93, then Thursday's gonna be 98, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday it's gonna be in the hundreds.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be like a heat wave.
Yes, Sunday's gonna be 109, girl.
And I decorated my house fall.
Me too.
Like, let's stop.
I'm like, I'm ready for it.
I know. I'm like, let's stop. Me drinking like pumpkin and I have like a pumpkin candle. This is like a tropical one because I went to Bath and Body Works and they had all like the summer ones like half off. Oh. And I know. And I went for fall. So I got 3 fall ones, but then I got summer ones. And I was like,
yeah. I went to get some. I think last week they had their candle sale for like $11. I think, was it? I don't know. I ordered some online. I ordered like the fall ones, and that's the one that I have lit in my house.
Which one did you get?
It's called Autumn.
Yeah. I think I got that one. Yeah, there's a lot of really good ones. So I was gonna ask you, so I know you said with your meals, like kind of what does it look like in the day? Like what kind of snacks do you snack on and stuff now?
So my first snack, I do 3 ounces of grapes or any kind of fruit, but I don't know. Like some people tell me that we're not allowed to eat grapes.
I had grapes today.
I love grapes. Like that is like my one fruit that I can eat and like not be tired of. So I buy grapes every week. So I do 3 ounces of grapes, and then I do 1 string cheese, and then I do 5 crackers, like the Ritz crackers, and then I do
those are so dangerous for me. I
have to just put the 5 because that's like the serving size.
Yeah.
Because I will eat like the whole like
me too.
So I'm just like, no, just my 5.
I love it.
Before where I take the little packet and I just finish them through the day. So I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yes, and they're high in calories. Those Ritz are high, but they're so good. I know.
They are. Like I got these, I think they're like vegetable seasoned or whatever. And for 5 Ritz, it's like 150 calories.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I do, my second snack is a Greek yogurt with granola.
Okay.
That's just like that's like my 2 main snacks that I try to do. I saw you posted, I think it was like a couple months ago, you posted the popcorn.
Yeah.
Was it Smart Goods?
Yeah, Smart Foods.
Yeah, that one. So I finally found the hot Cheeto ones and I was just like, okay, like
they're dangerous, be careful.
I have to measure it. I have to measure my 28 grams and that is all I take because if I finish, like if I have the whole bag, that's it. It's gone.
They're so good.
Just serve my portion and then that's it. I don't get any more. But that's just what I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I think it's been the same snack.
Yeah, they're so good. I just like, it's crazy because now that I, eat healthier and stuff, I find so many alternatives to things like even ice cream.
Yeah.
I still love regular hot Cheetos, but those popcorn, that does it for me though. It really does. And you can get a lot. Like you can get a lot.
Like I was shocked. Like that day that I bought them, I think it was last weekend or this weekend.
Yeah, you posted about it.
Yes, I was like, oh my God, 28 grams is like a whole bucket. I was like,
this lot.
Like I can eat this just 1 serving in a day and it'll be perfect.
Exactly.
I've been taking 28 grams to work and it's like, it satisfies me. Like I feel good after eating it.
I know, they're delicious. They have a lot of different flavors.
I got the white cheddar and then I found the flaming hot, but I didn't see that they have more. So I'm like trying to see if I can find it, because my Target only had the white cheddar and then the flaming hot.
Yeah, they have a one we find sometimes. It's like a mixture. It's like I don't know if you were into it, but it's like caramel and it's not cheddar. It's like caramel and another like plain one, but it's really, really good. And then we found they have like a Captain Crunch one that's like seasonal.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so good. I love cotton candy, and it tastes like cotton candy, like the popcorn, and then it has like the little balls of the Captain Crunch.
Oh, I need to go look for those.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have a lot of different ones. And then they have another one. I think it's like sour cream and onion or something, but it's pretty good. Yeah, they have a lot. But the flaming hot ones are the best.
Yes, I'm like those right. I have like 3 bags, I think, in my pantry. I'm just
because they always do like 2 for something. When I go to Target, I'm like 2 for 6, 2 for 7.
Yeah, 2 for 6. That's how I got them. 2 for 6.
Yeah, and I'm like,
do you have an Aldi by you?
Huh?
Do you have an Aldi by you?
They just opened one by me, actually.
Okay, so they have like a off-brand popcorn, right? And I paid, I think, like $170 for the bag, and it has the same exact macros as the other one, like the one that you buy. But it's only white cheddar. They only have white cheddar. But I was like, I don't care. So I got like 3 bags.
Yeah, I always hear really good things about Aldi. It's funny because my husband went without me the other day, and he was like, you have a lot of stuff. And I'm like, you went without me? Like, I wanted to go. But yeah, I'm looking at the questions. Someone asked, about your shapewear thing, your faja. So when did you start? Did you start that like really early? Are you still doing it?
I started when I was 4 months. So and I've been using it ever since. I don't use it when I'm on my period though. Like, that's the only time I don't use it. Only because it's so uncomfortable when I'm so bloated that I don't like wearing it. But ever since November, so it's been since November that I
wear it all day?
All day. So I put it on as soon as I wake up, which is usually 6, 7 in the morning. And then I don't take it off until either 1, I come home and have to go to the bathroom, or 2, take shower. So usually I wear it for like 12 to 14 hours a day.
And was it super uncomfortable in the beginning?
The first day, yes, because my whole body was like compressed and I never felt that before, you know? But then like after moving around in it and wearing it that whole day that I bought it, it like kind of loosens to your body. So you don't feel as tight anymore, like the next day. And then as the days go by, like it just starts feeling loose on you, but not loose like it's getting big. Loose like you're molding it to your body, like it's molding to your body. And then obviously it has like the hooks like that, like the 3 stages of the hooks or whatever. So like as you're losing more inches, you go in, you know, more and more and more.
You feel like that helps you with your restriction more?
Yes. When I first, right now the one I have, it's super big on me. I need to go get it fixed to be smaller. But when I first started using it, literally 1 bite in and I could not.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't do it anymore. I already had the surgery, which I couldn't eat a lot, but then being so tight, it helped. Like it helped more too. Like to not.
So can you send me where do you get it or what? Where do you get it from?
So it's a store here in Riverside, close to me. It's called Romance Boutique.
Okay.
They have 3 locations. They have one in West Covina, one in Montclair, and then the one in Riverside. But they also have it online. So you could either go to the store, try it on, and see if you like it. I prefer going to the store though, because that way you can.
Is it open?
How you feel? Yeah, they have different schedules right now, like the whole pandemic. But I think they are open. I think all of them are open. Yeah, because usually I go on a Sunday, like I'll text my friend, her name is Talia, and I'll just tell her like, hey, I want to go get a new file. And she's like, yeah, when do you want to come? And then I just go like me by myself. She opens the store. But I think the one in Montclair and West Covina are open all week. And then I think the one in Riverside is open all week except Sundays. I think that's the only day they close.
So is there different ones? Like, is yours like, I can't remember. I would have to look on your Instagram, but is it like shorts or like an underwear kind or, shorts? So
I like the shorts one because it helps your butt. Like it molds it. Like obviously you've seen like my before and afters, and it helps a lot because if you buy they have underwear ones too. It doesn't have like the butt like shape. Like it doesn't help your butt like get molded.
Yeah.
Like using the shorts one, and also because it keeps your thighs like tight also, like it helps them not jiggle. I don't know if you have that problem, but like I used to chafe a lot.
Yeah.
So when my legs, like when I'm not wearing my faja, like if it jiggles, it hurts me. Like the loose skin hurts.
Oh wow, yeah. Mine's honestly like with me, it's my stomach. Like that's my biggest thing, and like and I never wore, like, I've bought, and I have them literally in my drawers, but like I've bought in like different ones, like different shapewear or whatever online on Amazon or whatever, but I put it on and I feel so uncomfortable. Like, it's so uncomfortable. And that's why I'm asking, like, I know that it's uncomfortable in the beginning, but you get used to it. But then it's like, even like when you sit down, I feel like does it all bunch or like?
No, that's what I love about this one, because these are Colombian fajas. So they're designed to be comfortable on your skin. Like, it feels like it's your skin. Like, you don't feel like it's like you're actually wearing a faja. Like, it doesn't have like the metal strings on it.
Yeah.
Like, that. So you can move and do everything and sit, and like you don't feel it. Like, obviously, you're wearing it because it's on you, but you don't feel it. Like, there's days where I'm just like, wait, am I wearing my faja? Like,
yeah.
Or like people will, like my mom will see me and she's like, are you wearing your faja today? And I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, I can't see it. And I'm like, I'm just kidding, I am wearing it. So like, you can't really see it and you can't really feel it either. That's what I like.
Yeah, I'm about to look at your
And
Instagram.
if you do go get one, get the firming gel too.
Firming gel, okay.
Yes, because a lot of like, I know you've seen like my pictures, how I don't have that much loose skin on my stomach. It's because I started using it. I started putting firming gel like all over my stomach before I would put the faja on, and that helped a lot.
Really?
Helped a lot, yeah. And
yeah, I'm really interested in getting it. So I'm seeing, so it has straps, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're very small.
Yeah. There's also strapless ones, but I like the one that has a strap because there's like, technically you can take those straps off and hook your bra to it.
Yeah.
So you could do that, or you can get a strapless one. But since I have like like the back fat, like my rolls, it'll probably go down. So I'm just like, I'll just do the straps.
No, yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna look into it because like me, I eventually obviously want to get skin removal and all of that, but I want to wait till after kids. Yeah. And like I feel like now it is kind of it's starting to get to me because like even if I wear pants or something like that, my stomach, it's like, dude, like I weigh 160 pounds. How can I not wear these pants? Like, you know, and it's just I don't like the way it looks. Like I have so much clothes in my closet that I won't even put on because you know, I like the oversized look and all of that, but sometimes I'm like, I want to wear something different and I feel like I can't. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but you know what I mean? Just to be comfortable.
Yeah, I know, like, my biggest struggle is my fupa. Like, I'm just like, girl,
that's
because you're just in the way of everything.
Literally.
With my faja, though, like, it helps, like, it's still there, obviously, but it helps it mold to where it doesn't show so much. Like, it doesn't pop out as much as when I'm not wearing it. So that's why I love wearing it, because obviously it helps like my whole like my waist and my butt and everything, but like the biggest reason why I use it is for my fupa. Like it helps to not show that it's so like big and out there. Because that's where all my skin hangs. It's just on my fupa. Like that's where like all my skin is like hanging on.
Yeah.
So it helps a lot. I don't know if you have that problem, but like for me, like that's like my biggest thing. So when I wear jeans, I always wear my faja when I wear jeans. And you can't even tell I have a big ass fupa. Like
that's what I was gonna ask. Like even with jeans, because the other day I tried to wear one. No, actually I was wearing like I bought some underwear and they were tighter and I put jeans on and I was like, oh man, it does make a difference, you know? But I just hate the uncomfortable feeling. So that's why I was asking, like, if you sit down, like I'm sure you put some on where you sit down and then it's like your whole stomach is just like a glob because you're wearing it and you know what I mean? It's just like there. And I'm like, I don't like
no, it's not like that. And that's why like I recommend it like so much. Like I was so happy when they told me like I could have a discount code with them, because like I honestly do recommend it 100% to go there, because the faja that I use, which is the 2015 style, it is so good. Like it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
Body, it shapes it amazing. Obviously you see my body, like the way that it's shaped. And I did have a waist before I lost all the weight. It was just hiding in, you know, under all my fat, but it helped a lot to mold it, like to mold my body.
Yeah.
So, like, I really do recommend it. And if you're going to get one, tell me so we can go together.
No, yeah. I want to go soon, honestly. Yeah, I'll tell you, because I want to get one. I've been wanting to. And like I said, I bought in some, like when I just go to like Burlington or like on Amazon, you know, or whatever. But I have to be like comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, no, I can't do all that. But yeah, that's what someone was asking. And then I know you did talk about loose skin and stuff. So do you want, like, are you thinking about plastics and stuff eventually or no?
So I'm like back and forth. Yeah, because like, obviously you would do it after you have kids. Cause you're still like, what, like 26?
I'm 29.
Oh, well,
yeah.
like you're 26, girl.
I'm
26.
29. My husband's just turned 30. I'm like, dude, I'm about to be 30. It's crazy.
So I'm 26 and I don't have any kids. I'm like, I don't want to have like get the skin removal before kids. Right now, I feel comfortable enough to like leave it.
Yeah.
The only thing I have thought a lot about is my arms.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I'm at the point now where I'm just like accepting like the way they look. Like
yeah, you're like content with it.
Yeah, like I don't feel uncomfortable with them anymore. Like it's they're just there, Like I'm like whatever. Like if I can afford it or if my insurance pays for it, then I'll go. I'll do it. It's not like something that I'm super focused on like doing. Like no, I have to get it removed. Like it's not as important as I thought it would be when I first did the surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like it's there, but it's not like the main thing that I'm focused on.
So like so you're thinking about your arms only, so your stomach you wouldn't do?
No, because it doesn't really bother me. Like how I said, like the shapewear hides it, like it doesn't show like how much I have when I'm wearing it. The only thing I do have a faja for my arms, but it's like, it's not like, what's the word? Like that one is kind of uncomfortable because if I want to wear like a spaghetti strap, like you're that it's covering my arms, and it's like when it's hot outside, like I'm not trying to be wearing my faja.
You don't want to be like hidden either. No, I totally get you. Yeah.
So I'm like,
and that's awesome. Because there's so many people, like, for sure, I know I want to do it. Like, my arms and my legs, like, I'm fine. My arms weren't big to begin with. I've always been the person to carry my weight on my stomach. Like, that's always been me. So, like, now that, my stomach, I do want to do. But, yeah, I even heard, like, the one for your arms, I heard that it's pretty intense, like, the surgery.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I know. That's why I'm scared. That's why I'm like, do I really want to do it?
Yeah. I mean, whatever. And that's cool because there's other people that are like, whatever. If someone really wants to do it, cool. If someone doesn't want to do it, awesome, I feel like that's the cool part about this is that, I mean, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like everyone on Instagram, like this community, I feel like everyone, at least not to your face, like no one's really judgmental because everyone's going through the same path. Yeah. And everyone is so different. You know what I mean? Has kids, don't have kids, are married, are dating. Like, I always say, like, I can't imagine dating right now with, like, loose skin and stuff. I don't know. It's just a whole other thing. Like, I told my husband, thank God I'm married because I don't care. Like, whatever. But because I talked to girls that are like, dating has been tough because it's like, do you bring it up? Do you like, let them know, like, hey, I got weight loss surgery? Or, like, do you not? Like, it's just, like, a weird thing, But
I never really thought about that. But honestly, like, I guess it is easier that we're, like, with our person already because that's true. Like I feel so comfortable with my boyfriend. Like I'm like some things are like at first I was just like, oh, like my arm.
But imagine like not knowing someone at all and like meeting them and stuff and it's like it's like something super simple. Like, do you tell them you got it? Even though that's a huge part of me. I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like that's a huge thing. And like with me, and like I say, I respect everyone. But like if someone asked me, wow, you lost so much weight. I said, oh yeah, I got, I tell them what I did. I've never lied. I've never been like, oh, well, I eat good and like, yeah, I do eat good, but you know what I mean? That's what started it. And I've met other people that haven't told a soul, like, and I'm like, okay, but everyone's so different and I don't know. I don't know.
I'm like so proud though of like the surgery. Like I tell everybody, they ask me like, what did you do? And I'm like, girl, I had surgery. I had surgery and I'm eating healthy and I work out and I do this and I do that. And they're like, oh, so you had surgery? That's why you lost weight? No. Yeah. It's cool. Okay. I still have to put the work in. Like, it's not just, okay, you're skinny now. No, like you still have to work for it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand. And to be real with you, and I've said it before on here, is a couple years ago, I was that type of person that was like, I would never get weight loss surgery. Like I legit said that before. And then I think I said it more and I thought about it more and like by myself, I was doing research, you know what I mean? And kind of like, wait a minute, and then I started following people on Instagram and I was like, wait, what, and that opened up a whole new window for me. But I feel like a lot of people just don't know the facts on it. They think you get the surgery and the weight just melts off and that's it. You don't got to do anything. So when
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And then you're like, wait, I have to do all this work. Yeah. You have to do a lot of work, but I feel like people say negative comments and I hate to say this out loud, but most of the time it's someone that's struggling with weight themselves. Yeah. And they're kind of like in a jealous state of mind. Instead of being like tell me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's tough. I remember like being that big, and I remember following people, and I was like, ugh, annoying. They're posting about working out again. They're posting about them drinking a protein shake, and I'm like at home eating like carne asada fries. Like, you know, it's annoying to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me, man. That was me. Oh, what else?
That's why I was like, I'm not gonna follow nobody. All these skinny bitches.
Yes, like it's like a jealousy thing, you know? It's like a jealousy thing. Seriously.
Yeah.
Someone asked me, so like pain-wise, how did you feel after surgery? Were you in a lot of pain?
Not necessarily pain. Because I had no pain medication. They wanted to give me pain medication after surgery, and I was no, I'm fine. I was extremely sore though.
Okay.
Like my stomach was extremely sore. Like it was really hard to get up. It was hard to walk, only because I felt so sore. And obviously, you don't realize how much strength you use with your stomach until you are hurt. You know,
like with your incisions, it hurt, or just like in general, your incisions?
Just my incisions, like just the incisions. Like that's what I would feel like the pain. Like it was just like soreness, but it wasn't a pain or like extreme where I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was the soreness, and I did need help like going to the bathroom. I couldn't even wipe myself because I couldn't turn.
Yeah, you were just sore. Yeah.
But that lasted like 2 days. Like I was in the hospital for 1 day, and then the next day when I went home, my mom would help me, and then after that I was fine.
Yeah.
I was fine after that, but I didn't get any pain medication. I didn't do anything. It was completely different after I had my gallbladder removed, my surgery. That was painful. Like
when did you get your gallbladder moved? After?
I got it after. Yeah, I think it happened.
And that's pretty common. I got mine out way before surgery. I got mine out like maybe 4 years ago. But like I was reading the other day how many people have to get it after. A lot of people.
I was like, I'm gonna be one of the lucky ones that's not gonna get it. No.
Yeah.
Getting those attacks. Oh no, it was horrible.
Yeah, I know.
Like I think it was it Memorial Day? I don't even know what day it was.
What caused you to get the attack? Do you remember? Like, what was it? A certain food?
Yes, the first time was chicharrones, because I was following this girl, like keto diet girl, and she posted how she eats chicharrones because of the macros, like they're good, right? And I was just like, maybe I should eat that because I want something crunchy. Well, I had one, and it was so bad, like I couldn't even breathe, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll be fine. So then I was fine after that, and then
you think it was dumping syndrome first?
I thought it was that. Yeah, like I was waiting to like go to the bathroom and nothing happened. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like maybe it'll just.
Yeah.
And I started drinking water, and then it just passed. Then like 2 days later, I remember I bought popcorn because the same girl said like, oh, sometimes when I don't eat chicharrones, like I'll eat popcorn. So I was like, okay, let me go buy some popcorn. So I got popcorn, and literally like 2 popcorns in, I started feeling it, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't, like it's getting
horrible. I remember feeling like that. It was so bad.
Yeah, and then finally what did it for me to go to the like to the hospital was we were at my mom's house, and we were having grilled chicken. Like she made like a barbecue, right? And she had chicken, literally 1 bite of chicken. And I was like, okay, this is not normal. I was like, because
chicken, you're like, that shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, like chicken is like, it doesn't get you sick. Like at least it got me sick. So I'm like, what's going on? So then I couldn't breathe, and I was just like having the attack. I was like, I can't do this. Like I need to go. And in my mind, I think like I already knew, because I told my boyfriend, I was like, look up gallbladder. Like, what are the symptoms? Like, what are the side effects or whatever? And he was like, oh, it's everything that you're feeling. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to.
Did your back hurt really bad?
Yes, like my chest, all the way. It ran to the back. Oh my god, it was horrible. Like I feel like I'm pretty tough when it comes to pain, but I was crying. Like I could not handle the pain. Like I literally, like when they told me, oh, we're gonna put morphine, I was like, yes, give it to me. Like, just, please. I'm like, I cannot.
So that was more painful than the VSG.
Yes. Well, I had gastric bypass, so I had the.
Oh crap! Okay, my bad. Yeah, so you got the bypass. Okay.
Yeah, but that was more painful though than the bypass, like for sure. Like I don't know.
What made you? So, dude, I totally forgot about that. So, what made you decide on? Did you think about the vertical sleeve, or you just were bypass, or did your doctor recommend, or what?
I wanted the sleeve at first because I didn't know there was different kinds of surgeries. Like I thought it was just like the sleeve that they would do, right? Mm-hmm. So when I went to my consultation for it, he told me, he's like, oh, why are you thinking of? I was just like, oh, because that's the surgery you guys do here. And he's like, no, we have the lap band, we have the vertical sleeve, and then we have the gastric bypass. And I was just like, oh, I don't even know what that is. And he explained to me, he's like, oh, it's the same thing basically. It's just, he's like, I recommend it to people that need more weight to lose. And I was almost at 400. Like when I went in for my first appointment, I was 375.8 pounds.
And then you said you lost 75 on your own first?
Yeah, almost 75. I think I lost 71 or something like that because my surgery
weight
was 304.
That was mine. Exactly. That's crazy. Dang, so you lost a lot before. That's amazing. Yeah.
It took the 2 years, but yeah, I was able to do it. It was really hard though. But so he told me, he's like, well, you're young. He's like, and I'm sure you want to lose more than 100 pounds. He's like, so I recommend you to do the gastric bypass. He's like, especially because you're so young. It's not as common as people need to get a revision.
Yeah.
People have the vertical sleeve. It's more common for them to have a revision to gastric bypass in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, he said, but you're young. He's like, I just recommend this one. He's like, how much do you want to lose? And I was like, 100 pounds. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, I think you're going to lose at least 200. Like from your weight right now, you're going to lose like 200 or more. And I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, let's do it. So that's when he told me, I was like, you know what? You're the surgeon. You know what you're doing. Let's just go with that one.
Yeah. So my surgeon actually recommended the bypass for me too, but I got the sleeve. Mm-hmm. And it was the same thing. He told me you have a lot of weight to lose, you know, and mm-hmm. I'm shorter than you. So yeah. He told me, he was like, you're only going to lose like 80 pounds with the sleeve. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, you know, whatever. But for some reason in my gut, I was going with the sleeve. And it's so funny because like in the classes, that's all I focused on because they talked about, they only do the bypass and the sleeve. The lap band, they stopped doing. I guess there was too many like complications mm-hmm. and stuff.
Yeah.
But then, so like in the classes, I only paid attention to like sleeve. And then I decided to go with the sleeve. And I mean, I lost more weight because he was like, he was surprised too, you know, but I was like, I saw people losing more than 100 pounds with the sleeve. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like, I don't know. But yeah, I've heard too, even with the sleeve, like the revision, and then also you lose a larger amount of weight with the bypass. Mm-hmm. And then they also told me long-term. Yeah. So they did say long-term with the bypass also. So. And
that's kind of one of the things why I was like, okay, yeah, like this sounds like more like me because I struggled with my weight my whole life, like ever since I was a child, you know?
Me too.
It's just like when he told me, he's like, a lot of people, he's like, not everyone, he's like, but a lot of people that have the sleeve, like they tend to gain weight. Mm-hmm. Like not all their weight back, but it is a little bit easier because
the numbers show it. I look at the studies and the numbers and it does show that. And that's why, and I say it a lot, is like, now it's kind of fear, and I don't like to live in fear, but I just want to be mindful that, you know, I can go back. Like I was saying earlier, like it's very mm-hmm. easy to go back, you know?
But honestly, like even if you have the bypass, like you could still gain weight. Like if you let yourself go again, like you're going to, like, it's not like a magic surgery where you're just going to stay and like lose weight and not do anything. Like honestly, like even me, like I can still, if I start eating like I used to before or like forcing my stomach, I'm pretty sure I can gain weight again.
Yeah. And then I was going to ask you with the bypass, because I heard that dumping syndrome is more prone to happen with the bypass. Do you experience dumping syndrome?
I had it one time.
Okay.
And it was so weird because it happened after I ate pepinos.
That's so random.
Right? I was just like, what? I thought it was
have like hot sauce or something.
No, like I usually eat my pepinos with like limon and tajin, and I was eating them. And this is the one thing my doctor told me every single time that I would talk to him. He was like, do not eat and watch TV or watch YouTube or like be on your phone. Never. Concentrate on your food. And for some reason, this one day I was watching something and I was eating and I didn't realize how fast I ate my pepinos, like a whole pepino. I finished.
And they're like hard. So like even like mm-hmm. The other day I had jicama and I realized that with jicama, it's like with watermelon, it's very easy to go down because it's so much water. But then I had jicama for the first time and I was like, ooh, I don't think I can have that. Or like I have to really chew it. And that's like with pepinos, it's the same thing.
So I was like, I think that's what happened. Like maybe I didn't chew it enough time. Yeah. I just swallowed. Because literally, I couldn't even finish like my whole pepino. Like I probably left like a quarter of my pepino, and like not even kidding. Like 10 minutes after, I started feeling nauseous and hot and sweating. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, eat a cucumber. Like, what is going? Like, it's
like it's healthy. What is this doing?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what is like? It's not candy. Like, why am I feeling? And I don't know, like, you know, when you have the stomach flu, like you
Yes.
feel like lightheaded and you just have to go, like you feel like you got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I felt. And then I literally sat on the toilet for like 40 minutes and like just everything, once everything was out, I was fine. But I still felt super lightheaded after. And I was
That's the only time you've experienced it?
the only time. And that's because I was watching something while I was eating. Like I wasn't focusing on my food. I was focusing on what I was watching.
Have you had cucumber since then?
The what?
Have you had cucumber since then?
Yeah, I love cucumber. I eat it all the time, but I haven't had something since.
Because and it's just the eating slow. Yeah, because I mean they tell us eat slow, you know, whatever. But it's sometimes you forget or like you're busy or it's distraction. It's when you're distracted is when you're like, whatever. And then you look down and you're like, wait, I ate that in like, you know, with the bypass, I'm sure it's the same. It's like they want you to take at least 30 minutes for your meal or whatever. There's days where I eat like a protein bar, I can eat like in 2 seconds now. And sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, my stomach, you know? Especially like a heavier protein bar. Like, I don't know which ones you have, but like have you had the Power Crunch bars? Those are really good. And those like digest fine. The Think bars I love also, but those are a little bit heavier. The Quest bars I love, but it's like I have to really chew them because I kind of feel them just sitting here, you know? But the Power Crunch are more like a wafer style, so I feel like they go down smoother for me. I don't know.
I have like 6 in my freezer right now.
I love them. Which one's your favorite?
The red velvet.
Oh, that one's good. Yeah, they're all good. They're really really good. I like definitely recommend them to everyone. Like it's my favorite one right now. Someone was gonna. Oh, hold on. I have some on my phone too. What do you think has been your biggest struggle?
Snacking.
Me too.
Honestly, that's the biggest thing because like how we were talking about earlier, you can snack all day long and feel fine. Like you really could. Like if you don't stop yourself, you can finish a whole bag of whatever you're snacking on. So
and when do you think that, like, when do you think you noticed that? Like how 6 months, like post-op?
I think I was like 5 months when I started eating hot Cheetos like on a regular. I think it was 5 months. It could have been like 6 or 7 months. I'm not entirely sure, but it was just like when I went off work, I was eating hot Cheetos every single day. And I noticed, and I myself didn't notice it. Like I was just like eating and like I wasn't paying attention to what I was eating until my mom pointed out. She's like, oh, so now you can eat a whole bag of chips. And I was just like, what? And she's like, you've been eating chips a whole week. And I'm like, oh my God.
Like, man. Yeah. And then you thought like it hits you. Yeah.
Yes. And I was just like, okay, like if my mom's saying something, it's because it's, you know, I have to work on this. So I was just like, okay, I need to stop. So that's when I was like, I need to start measuring my food. I need to measure my snacks. I need to weigh everything. I bought a scale and everything. Like I was like, I'm not going to eat more than the portion. If I want to eat chips, I'm going to eat the portion only.
It's staying consistent and it's so easy to forget. Like we know what we need to do. We have to wear food. We need to, you know, and it's so easy to just get so caught up in life. Like you work with kids, I work with kids, and I know how crazy, you know, you're stressed out, whatever, and your day flies by, you know. I mean, it's so crazy because like when I used to, like my first jobs were like at a restaurant and stuff, and I remember always looking at the clock like, is it time to go? And I feel like, I don't know if it's with you, but like with kids, I'm looking at the clock like, how much time do I have to like finish this thing I need to finish, you know? It's like you don't even look at the clock where you're like, oh my gosh, come on. You know?
Time just flies.
Yeah. So imagine like trying to squeeze in your food and all that. Like
that was one of my hardest things too. Like when I went back to work, it was so hard to fit my snacks and my lunch and my shakes because you can't have food in the classrooms with the kids. Like obviously you can't eat in front of them because they're gonna want some. And
it's hard.
Kids, so they're gonna be like, why are you eating that, Miss Leslie? You know? So I was like, I don't know, like I would go like the whole day without eating anything until my lunch, until I one day almost fainted at work because
I can't do that.
That I wasn't eating. So I was like, I need to, like, I literally had a schedule and alarms, like go eat something, like eat a bite of granola, eat this.
I still have alarms, honestly, and especially like right now, like I'm working from home right now, like I'm so ready to go back because my kitchen is downstairs, you know, so I have my timers, and a lot of the time, like I'll get more, like like the servings, like have you ever had the pop chips?
Yeah.
So like I love those, and like I get my serving, and then sometimes like when my alarm doesn't go off, I go down there and get another handful. And I'm like, dude, those handfuls are going to add up. And then what? You know what I mean? But being home, but like when you're at work, it's like you have your serving size that you put in a little baggie and that's it. You can't go anywhere to get more. You know, I mean, you could, but.
I mean, yes, because that's one of the things too. Like when I'm having a stressful day, I'm like, I'm just getting, okay, there's literally a Walgreens like right next to my job. I'm just like, I'm just going to go to Walgreens. I'll walk there. It's fine. Girl, every time I go, I end up with a bag of hot Cheetos and then I'll eat like one hot Cheeto, throw the bag away, and I feel so guilty about it. Like, I'm like, why did I do that to myself? If I know I'm going to feel guilty, why am I doing it?
I know. It's just breaking it. It's like, it's breaking those, even though it's been a year ago or whatever, it's like, it's breaking those habits and continuing, you know? Because man, I think about what I used to do a year ago and it's crazy. Like I told you in all my classes and stuff, I would eat after, you know, I would eat hot Cheetos, pizza, whatever, burritos, whatever it was. And then 2 weeks before surgery, because my birthday's in July and I got it in August. It's my anniversary, my birthday, and then my husband's birthday is on the 15th. We were like in the hospital because I went back to the hospital because of the dehydration. We were back in the hospital, but it was like that month, I was like, okay, dude, I have surgery in 2 weeks. I can't do this. Like they're going to cancel my surgery, you know? And it was like Diet Coke. Diet Coke was like everything to me. And then I literally did not stop drinking Diet Coke till like 2 weeks before my surgery. I don't know how I did it. Because they told me like, you need to stop. And I was so like, I'm talking about like, I don't even know how many a day. Like that's what I would drink when I would eat. And then I stopped and like I had headaches and stuff, but then I haven't had a Diet Coke at all. I haven't had any carbonation. I'm scared.
Me either. Like I'm so dumb because, okay, I don't know if you've heard of the Celsius drinks. Okay, so like I have two friends that like go, like they rave about those. I'm like, okay, I need to go to Target and find me some. I finally found some and they told me that they were non-carbonated. I didn't know there were some that had carbonation, right? Here picking all the flavors that I want. Well, the one flavor, I think it was like watermelon something,
was carbonated.
It was carbonated. I didn't know. And I'm drinking it as I'm going to go on my walk. And I start feeling so like bloated and like nauseous. And I'm like, what is going on? I sent a picture to my friend and she's like, you got the carbonated one. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh. I'm like, oh my God. So I check all the other ones I bought and those were non-carbonated. And then I was like, okay. But it was like been an accident that I did the carbonated. But
yeah, no, that's the one thing I haven't done was given to carbonation. I'm terrified, you know, like I don't know. I'm scared and I hear things and I hear like they can re-stretch your stomach. I heard that like it causes, bloating and all that, obviously. I mean, it did that before, but I didn't care, you know? And then I was going to ask like, so someone that's getting surgery, like what advice would you give them? Like, let's say they're going to get surgery tomorrow. What advice would you give them? There's so much, huh? When you think about the year, you're like, oh my God, I know.
Prepare yourself mindfully, honestly. Like that is like the biggest struggle I feel like, because even if you lose the weight, even if you're eating healthier, your mind is still, I mean, I don't know about you, I don't know about every other people, like, but for me, my mind still feels like I'm that almost 400-pound girl. And so much it's in my head, you know, like I have so many people messaging me like, you look so good, you look so skinny, this and that, but like I'll like think to myself and I'm like, yeah, but you don't see what I see. Just see what I want you to see. Like you see the cute pictures where I'm posting, you know.
It's still a battle.
Exactly. So it's like not just because you're having the surgery, just because you're doing that, like it's not like a magic thing that's gonna just make everything go away. Like yes, it's gonna help you lose weight, yes, you're gonna be healthier, but you also have to put your mind and yourself first. Don't just put yourself out there and it's all pretty and stuff when you talk about, but in reality, like it's a lot of it's a mental process that you have to go through. And I had to go to psychology, like I had to see a therapist before I had surgery. Yeah. Because it was all like, they're like, like I have a history of eating disorders. So it's like, they told me like, it's going to be like a battle with that. Like you're going to, like most likely you will go back. And I did like my first couple months, like I would have refused to eat. Like I didn't want to eat because I was so scared. Yeah. It's a lot in your head. Like it's lot.
It's a fear. Yeah. And like, I talk about that too, is like, I remember them talking so much about mental part of it. And I was kind of like, okay. And now I absolutely see why, you know? Yeah. It's a lot. It's like you said, it's like, we only see you know, the pretty things and all that on
Yeah.
Instagram, or people that do want to be real. Like I know you're real on it. I follow a lot of people that show the ugly of it too, you know, but we still want to show, and there's a lot of good to this, but there's also that every day, man, it's waking up every day and like being motivated and staying motivated and constantly doing it, because it can be very easy to go back the other way.
It's very easy. Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. And look, you're a year out, I'm a year out, time flies. Like I literally remember my husband driving me down to the hospital and being so terrified.
Really? I was excited. I was ready. I was like, I waited 2 years for this. Like even I was on the bed already. They were about to roll me in to put the anesthesia in, and my surgeon's like, why are you not scared? Like, why are you so relaxed? And I'm like, dude, I've been waiting 2 years for this. Like,
I'm ready to be scared. Out. Yeah.
Like, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. See, I know it's exciting. And like, yeah, people that are watching this, it's an exciting thing. It's definitely a journey, but it's like something I would never regret ever. And look, like, and I feel bad because I knew you had the bypass, so we didn't talk about that till the end, but that's cool because people ask me all the time, like, things about the bypass, and you know, I mean, it's pretty similar. It really
is pretty similar. Yeah.
You know? We're going through the same things. We're eating the same things. It's a lot of, you know, but it's just a different surgery. So when a doctor recommends both things, it's like just really asking. And it's like I said, they wanted me to do the bypass. I went with my gut, you know, and you went with your gut. And it's just like me, I didn't really listen to my doctor, and you did. So it's like, you know, it's what's best for you. And I feel like that's the important part, you know, it's not really following, I don't know. It's whatever you think is better for you.
And honestly, like I went with what he said because he told me like it's more like how you said long term, and he's like, you know what, like I'm the type of person that I will start like a diet and I will lose like 10 pounds and then that's it, and then I'll gain 30. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go with that one because that one seems more reassuring that I'm gonna lose the weight. So that's why I was just like, yeah, we're gonna do that one.
And I'm so excited. Like I like following you. Like right now we're talking at 12 months. Like I would love to have you on again in like another 6 months to see where we're at there. You know, we might have lost more. We might have not. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows, dude? It goes by so fast. And
it really does.
Like I said, now it's like continuing what we learned in the year and still making it happen, you know? Because we can.
I think that's what it is now. Like after a year, like it's like more putting more work into it. Like even though we have worked to get to where we're at now it's like the harder part. Because like how you said, you can eat more now, but you have to be careful what you're eating. Snacking, the food, the protein shakes, the coffee, the water, all of that. So like it's been a year, but now like this is like you know, you have to like really be super strict on yourself. There's still going to be days where you're going to be like, I don't care, I'm going to eat a burger. But also like being like keeping it in your head, like I'm not going to eat a burger every day, you know?
Exactly. I feel like it's still allowing us to do that too, though, to stay like sane, you know? But again, it's not like, I feel like my problem before was like rewarding myself with food. And also like, and that means like, that would be me being stressed out from work and I would come home and eat, or me being super happy because I had an amazing day, or it's Friday, let's eat, or it's Monday, I'm stressed, let's eat. Like it's always let's eat. And now it's learning not to do that, you know? It really is. And it's hard. It's super hard.
Well, like, just be like me and just go shopping every time you're
dude, and see, that's another thing. And I talked about that too. It's like they called it, it's like addiction transfer or something like that. And no, I shop a lot. I really do. And I need to chill out because
same. And it's so funny because I always thought I shopped a lot, but after surgery it got worse. Like it's just it's bad. Like it's bad. Buy something every day. Like it's bad.
Oh, I know, but
I mean I still do it.
I know, but it's like because we're buying clothes and stuff, like things that we wanted to wear so bad. Like I have stuff in my closet that I had for like years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can wear that now. Like it's mind blowing, you know.
And like, oh my god, one of like my favorite things is like, oh, like years ago I would buy dresses and stuff. I'd be like, one day it's gonna fit. Now I try it on and it's like, girl, it doesn't even fit no more. It's too big.
Too big. Yes, me too. I had something. It's like this like lavender. I love lavender, but there's like this lavender purple dress that I have, and it's cute, but when I put it on now, it looks like a humongous nightgown. And I was like, whoa, that was not the look that I was going for when I bought it like 5 years ago, you know?
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I know you have to go to your orientation, but thank you so much for being on it. I'm going to post this next week. I always record a week before so I don't fall behind.
Okay.
But I love having everyone on here, and I would love to have you on again in like 6 months to see where we're at then.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. I'm down.
All right. Well, have a good night, and then I'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know when I'm going to go because I do want to go get that shapewear stuff soon.
Okay. Yeah, let me know so that I can tell my friend that way she can open the store for us if she's not open.
I need to go. I really want to do it because I see the difference with you and how you do it. So.
Is Riverside closer to you?
Yeah, Riverside's like an hour from, maybe not 45 minutes, an hour.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like 30 from Riverside. So
because I'm Riverside County. But yeah, Riverside is literally like it's like 45 minutes from me. My sister used to live there.
All right, we'll do the Riverside store. That way I'll ask her. You let me know what day you want to go. That way I can have her like open the store for us.
Perfect. Okay. Well, have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leslie, thank you for being a part of my podcast. It was so much fun. I am looking forward to having you again in 6 months and seeing where we're at. But again, you guys, if you guys like this video, please like the video. Please subscribe, comment down below, share it with someone that you feel would benefit from it. And again, thank you guys so much for all of the love every single week. Reminder, they go up every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. And again, thank you guys so much, and you guys have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.